other big story we're tracking. What action will India take against Italy over the Marines' issue? Remember, those two Italian Marines who have been charged with killing two Indian fishermen have refused to return to India. Sources have now told CNN that the Home Ministry has informed the Ministry of External Affairs that the Italian envoy to India, Daniele Mancini, should not be allowed to invoke diplomatic immunity since he had given a sovereign undertaking to the Supreme Court. This even as the Prime Minister today warned Italy of consequences, telling Parliament that the incident will affect bilateral relations seriously. He said Rome has violated all rules of diplomacy and a fitting reply will be given for that.
This cannot, by any standards, be in the interest of any bilateral relationship that has to function on the basis of trust. Our government has therefore insisted that the Italian authorities respect the undertakings they have given to the Honorable Supreme Court and return the two accused persons to stand trial in India. If they do not keep their word, there will be consequences.
Our Chief Diplomatic Correspondent Parul is tracking developments on that front. She joins us live from the newsroom. Parul, the Home Ministry telling the MEA that the Italian envoy should not be allowed to invoke diplomatic immunity in this case. What's the view in the Ministry of External Affairs?
Like everything else, Palki, in this case, the immunity question is also not a clear-cut question, but we are getting a sense of how the Ministry of External Affairs sees this particular issue. For starters, the MEA does understand that if the Supreme Court wants, it can decide that the ambassador does not have diplomatic immunity. The argument is once the Italian government has become a party to this case in the court, it can be deemed to be interpreted that the Italian government has submitted itself to the court's jurisdiction. So if the court wants, it can go legally after the ambassador. But the MEA's view is that this is not entirely desirable. In fact, we've been told that if it comes to that, the MEA will advise the court not to go down this route simply because it's fearful of unwelcome consequences for Indian diplomats around the world in future. For instance, there is a concern that in future Indian diplomats who are discharging their official duties could be harassed by courts wherever they are stationed. So this is why the MEA is not very happy about the prospect of the ambassador being chased legally like this.